Kia ora e te whānau. Tēnei tāku wero tua whā on the Whare Karakia. So I decided to look up the kupu Karakia just to make sure I understood it correctly. And it says about Karakia, Karakia includes prayer, grace, blessings, services, ritual chants, charms, spells, and they're sometimes in a set form of words. And it also says that there used to be karakia for all aspects of life. This is talking about in the early days of Māori life, I suppose. Which doesn't mean it doesn't happen now, but this is what it said in the dictionary. So karakia were for the child, for the canoe, for the kumara, for a war party. Don't think we have those now. And the dead, also for the weather, sickness, daily activities, and for curses and the overcoming of curses. So there's a lot of different things that come under the kupu karakia. So the Whare Karakia describes a building for this kind of kaupapa, I suppose. The Christian religions use the word church or chapel or cathedral in the English language for this kind of building. Islamic buildings are usually called mosques. Buddhist buildings, I think, are called temples, and Jewish buildings are called synagogues. But the Māori kupu Whare Karakia actually covers them all really, really well, and any other building that's used for this kaupapa. So Whare Karakia covers a lot of types of buildings. I think that for many cultures they never needed a building to carry out these kinds of chants or prayers, but they were still addressing the same spiritual entity as they are if they're inside Whare Karakia. So I know that I'm only the beginning of my learning, but so far I think Io is the name of the Supreme Atua or Te Ao Māori, and the other Atuas are guardians of the numerous aspects of creation. I haven't learned much yet about the early pre-Christian Māori religions. Perhaps some of them had a special place they would go to for their prayers or chants or blessings. It may have been the ocean if they were addressing Tangaroa, or maybe Tāne Mahuta if they were in a forest. I guess whatever place was appropriate for the specific karakia that they were offering. In the Māori world, I think there is a wonderful connection between the living and the wairua of the ancestors who have passed to the next world. And prayer is offered for them, and they are also asked to assist. I have heard this when I have been on a marae, calling on the ancestors to assist with the kaupapa of the occasion on the marae. In my world, I have what I call my A-team. That's my ancestors, angels and advisors, and I call on them all the time. I don't need a special place or a building. That would be so limiting. And I also have a karakia for them, ira ira. I think Māori and many other indigenous cultures have a wonderful relationship with their creator, and they regularly give thanks for everything that nurtures life and health. In the prayers and chants of many indigenous cultures, there's a wonderful gratitude and an understanding of the need to take care of what is provided. So Perhaps the Whare Karakia could be translated to be a house of worship, regardless of which religion is using it, rather than just a church. They're all addressing the same io, even if they have different names for io in their language. In the English language, of course, we call him the supreme io, the supreme atua, we call him God, but not every place in the world uses that kupu. So anyway, for my karakia, I would like to share one from the North American Indians, and they address this one to the Great Spirit. And my apologies, because it's in English and I don't have a translation in te reo. So this is from the North American Indians. O Great Spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds, and whose breath gives life to all the world, hear me. I am small and weak. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty, and let my eyes ever behold the red and purple sunset. Make my hands respect the things you have made, and my ears grow sharp to hear your voice. Make me always ready to come to you with clean hands and straight eyes, so when life fades as the fading sunset, my spirit may come to you without shame. So I love that karakia, and I use that regularly. And for a waiata, I have a waiata too, and this waiata is also in English, I'm sorry. And it's called either Flowers of One Garden or One Big Family. I'm not quite sure which it is. But I chose it because I think it relates to the numerous things in the world that cause prejudices and disunity. So this is my my waiata, and I need to get the kuku because I'll forget. So here. When religions all agree and unite in harmony, when we walk the path to worship hand in hand, when men and women of the earth attain equality at birth, then the promised day will dawn upon this land. For we are flowers of one garden, we're the fruits of the same tree, all brothers and sisters in one big family. When it's not considered sin to have a different coloured skin, when we wash all forms of prejudice away, when the nations all unite and decline to kill and fight, then we'll hear the voice of all the people say. They'll say we're flowers of one garden, we're the fruits of the same tree, all brothers and sisters in one big family. Now the time is running short, and peace just can't be bought. Can we quench the fires of burning hate with love? No solution can be found till we listen to the sound, to the voice of God who's calling from above. He says we're flowers of one garden, we're the fruits of the same tree, all brothers and sisters in one big family. Yes, we are flowers of one garden, the fruits of the same tree, all brothers and sisters in one big family. Tēnā koutou. Mātua.